Today we're going to be talking about our 1-piece and 2-piece augers here at Agro Camp, but then we're also going to go through the different soil types that we can all examine. All right, so we're going to start out with our spiral auger. This is going to be for the hard soils to get through that top layer. If it's a really hard clay, dry clay, you might be able to get through it there to get to a better clay layer underneath that you can go down with the other auger. We got our coarse sand and our sand augers. As you can see, the blades on the coarse sand are just a little tighter so that when you get in that coarse sand layer that starts to fall apart, you can really keep your sample within it. Then we move down, we're going from our sand, then we get to our clay auger and our combination auger. They're almost identical, but as you can see, the blade on this is a little thinner than the blade here, which helps a lot if you're doing a lot of clay sampling. This is our 4 centimeter, which is going from this distance from inside blade to inside blade. This is our 7 centimeter, our most common, which again, 7 centimeters from blade to blade. When we go down here, this is the stony soil auger. This is a great auger because you can see how thick these blades are in comparison to your combination augers. These are great if you're getting into a little bit of rocky, stony layer because they're reinforced edges. They're really thick, so it's actually able to get through some rocks. You might be able to get through a refusal layer, potentially. Then we got our bucket auger, which our purposes we call the riverside auger, because you want this for that like unconsolidated level of soil kind of by the streams and riversides. So that's kind of where we suggest to use a bucket auger. Most other instances, I would say use our combination auger. Down here, we got our gouge augers. We have a ton of different sizes of lengths and widths, and then our peat sampler, which both of these, if you can see, they have our threaded types on them. All of our augers come in threaded types as well, but I wanted to mention that these two, which we typically hammer with, we have to use the threaded types because that's what the thread is made for. Our bayonet connections are not made for a hammering. It's only made for the twist motion.